gotta get this shit shared and straight past my playbook. I'm still waiting. I'm fucking waiting on the shit to pop up. I'm not even used to the game yet. Nothing. I was talking to myself. Where's it at? Throwback. Okay. Let's get it.
This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
I did it again.
A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll keep it on the ground. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Quarterback may change this route. Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure going right.
God.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll go to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a get the ball. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the
I wasn't
play
even trying to
really
do that.
disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Jones wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it down and run. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down. Under fire. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And nobody able to...
God dang, why didn't he catch the damn ball?
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Sellers, here's a heat, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Slings it downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Just those noodle packets.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Offense with jumbo personnel. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on its way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Off play action on first down. The throw. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Complete. Touchdown, Florida. A great catch and run for 6. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Here's Sellers to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's McAllister. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third. Makes the grab on the right. Off to the races. Inside the touchdown Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Number 38, set to kick this yard.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. The returner, they got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play.
Returner is tackled down at the 30. And the Florida Gators will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Gets away from one, finds room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Throwing, Sellers. Looking down the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in
Hang
there.
on,
He's
I gotta
gotta
pause
turn
it.
it loose.
Sorry, bro. The cops are at my door. I'll be right back. There's my debit card on your mom's desk upstairs where I left it this morning. Can you hear me? Sorry, bro. Cops are at my door. I'm ready. Shit.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Handoff for Ball. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game.
Okay, now I can't choose nothing. Okay, now it goes.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Jones wants to throw it. Punch it out of the air. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Ran through the contact. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
These are the places a defense
threw it
that
out
means
of
so
bounds
much for so many
like
reasons.
an
Getting in the
idiot.
backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting
Counts
the
as a
quarterback's
fumble,
rhythm.
so went backwards.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Jones to throw. Touchdown, Gators! Fit it in the window for the score.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
It's in your defensive coaching adjustments. You gotta be able to. I don't know. That's what took me so long the first drive on defense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackle
I set my coaching
down
adjustments.
right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Sellers looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
This crowd
The way I have my defense set up.
trying to make sure the Gators don't intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a
They did
look
it to
at
me too on
Utah
that punt. It
taking
just
on
didn't end
the
up as bad as
Kansas
yours.
Jayhawks. And it's the Utes engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Jones wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Pryor. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert to second and short.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play.
I don't know how to
Nice job.
switch
This is
sticks.
how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And they'll wrestle it to
There's
the
a
ground
good
after a
upfield.
short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The run inside. It's Brown. Knocked off his feet. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver?
Yeah,
of
I was
course, he
planning on
said
getting
the
done a
open
while
one,
ago.
but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short of the line to gain.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Is it 4th down?
And the Gators looking to convert on 4th down. Trying play action. Got it! Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this.
Because I don't have the gas for you guys to be driving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
They keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown.
I can drop you off in about 10 minutes.
I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
No.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here's Sellers to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick
That was my
game.
fucking zone, too.
Just the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and
going over the top. Upstairs.
Ain't no way, bruh.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Play fake, Sellers. On the move to his left. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that.
I can give you guys a ride in like 10 minutes.
To have something to go right. Listen, still down.
Like 10.
Great start to getting back in this ball game.
Okay.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Sellers to the air again. On target. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time
That's
to see
fucking
who steps
weird.
up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense, keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Finds his big tight end, and he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Well,
I turned the clock on, and I wasn't really trying to score. I was just trying to keep the ball, the clock moving. I thought he was going to stop me on 3rd down. I was just going to kick the field goal.
And that's why his team is way up here late.
But it's 30 points now. I'll just kick the field goal or punt it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term met. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after
the 85 speed corner has like 95 excel.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now.
But that's why he's keeping up with you early.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal.
Like, you gotta have the time. If you got a 95 Excel, 88, 89, you gotta have the time to get the ball there.
Away yards with false start penalties. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide.
He's looking at the ball.
You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
GG's.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's second and long. Ball again. There's a crease.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock. They start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
I just wanted to see how the fuck that play would work. I didn't even know that motherfucking play was in there.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because
I honestly thought that pitch was going to get picked off.
They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
GG.
An unforced error there.
I thought that
the snap off
my fault. I was thinking the play clock was the game clock.
Declined that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's a give the ball. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.